Your waist is very supportive.
So I guess looking at this, we can probably assume what's going to happen next.
No, I've got no idea.
Would it be possible for them to maybe procreate?
Okay, Dr. Bryce, lay it on me. Assume I know nothing.
Well, this is the break room. This is where we play video games. Dr. Karl, one of our leading experts in Australia when it comes to most things science, I would
darling,
say.
you're too kind.
So we're going to actually show you science in video games, and we're going to see how realistic it might be.
Video games, you say?
Yeah. Are you a gamer? Do you play any video games?
I got into some of the first ones, Space Invaders, so badly. I ended up damaging my thumb, and I had to rest it for 3 days.
This is the first clip we have from, what's this game? Kerbal Space Program.
Kerbal Space, and there's a capsule.
So this is where you can like build your own rocket, and I suppose we're about to see if it will fly. What I wanted to ask you straight up, there's the mini rockets that fall off the sides. Why do we waste so much resources, it would seem, to launch, like the one rocket's this, but it starts out like that?
Because you can't carry enough fuel to get into orbit. So here's the bottom line. There'll be an exam on this. Okay, you ready for it?
Okay.
Easy to get into orbit, but it's hard to stay there. The reason it's hard to stay there is you don't want to fall down. And the only way you can not fall down is by picking up 7 kilometers per second of horizontal velocity, which is a huge amount of velocity, and you need a huge amount of energy. And so that's why the rockets are so much bigger. And it was, I think, von Braun or Oberth back in the early days in Germany who worked out you couldn't just have a single stage to orbit, you needed multiple stages where you drop the dead weight.
I mean, this is what we have here. I guess like you've got the big thrusters at the bottom that we'll lose.
Hang on, so we're taking off now, are we? So we've dropped the side boosters, and what altitude are we? Does it have a speed?
Is that what that is at the bottom? There's a guy or like a little creature in the bottom right corner. I suppose there's a lot of training you've got to do for the G's and the forces like that.
On average, you, the untrained person, will go unconscious after experiencing 5 Gs for 5 seconds. And the blood will drain away from your head and your brain won't be able to survive on what blood it has, and you go unconscious. What you wear is a G suit, which has bladders, and they squash. They squash your lower leg and your upper leg and your trunk, and it just forces the blood back up again. Okay, so where are we going
This
now?
is actually a different game. This is a game called No Man's Sky.
No Man's?
Yeah.
You're the patriarchy, man.
I mean, yeah.
That is so uncool. Okay, so we're walking around inside. They got curvy walls.
Looks like some plants being worked on.
Oh my God, that's so sweet having plants. It makes you feel better. Is that
and that's like a dinosaur type creature.
What is all that stuff that's glowing? Are they glowing plants? Bioluminescence is caused by a chemical named after the person who used to be God's bestie, and they had a fight.
Or Judas?
No,
is it
Lucifer.
Oh, yeah, God.
So back in the old days,
I don't know.
God loved him so much, he called him the light giver. So the chemical that gives you bioluminescence is called luciferase. Many different plants and living creatures contain this enzyme, ranging from the salmonella bacteria, which will glow green in your fridge when you've left the chicken in there, uncooked for 2. You've been there. Okay. The wonderful chemical that the universe gave us.
If you were a Turian, I'd be complimenting your waist or your fringe. So, your hair looks good.
Take it away, Dr. Bryce.
This is the game that might strike you the most.
Okay.
The point of this game, there are many, but let's just watch this unfold.
Your waist is very supportive. We have 2 biped creatures with 2 arms and 2 legs, and they each have a head sticking out on a neck. I always thought that was a dumb design. I really think you should have the brain not on a little stick, but buried inside your gut where it was well protected.
Safe.
And this 2 eyes thing, I would prefer to have more. Oh, they're dancing.
They know how to dance.
Oh my gosh.
So I guess looking at this, we can probably assume what's going to happen next.
No, I've got no idea.
Well, would it be possible for them to maybe procreate?
Well, even different primate species, chimpanzees, bonobos, monkeys, gorillas, etc., just simply doesn't happen. And they're all within the sort of same subfamily. Here we're looking at species that have had completely different evolution. It's fairly unlikely, but then on the other hand, we are, you and I, the first creatures on Earth that can control our own evolution. Before that, it's all been directed, but now we're heading with some of the genetic engineering tools, such as CRISPR, with the ability to modify our DNA. Jump a whole bunch of steps further, we go past immortality to the words of Freeman Dyson, who says that the proper shape for a human being is a cloud of iron vapour. Forget this meat bag, too many mistakes. A cloud of iron vapour weighing 50 kilograms, floating through space, the size of planet Earth, but 50 kilograms, and able to think and communicate. And yes, according to Frank Zappa, who said that the brain is your most important sexual organ, you have sex.
Okay. Well, this is where we get to be a little more interactive, actually.
By we, I hope you mean you. So that's a mouse.
Yes, this is actually...
With a cable.
It's like a full gaming
So
mouse.
20th century.
But what we have here is, it's like a bridge building game. So if you were just to see this bridge, would you authorise us to drive over it? Anything you'd like to change? Or
Superficially, it looks like a truss, which means it's a structure in which each element is either in compression or tension, but not both at the same time. It's missing one bottom piece.
That's exactly right. Check this out. It doesn't even hold up.
Right. It needs, and that bottom piece would be in tension. In other words, pulling apart when the load came up. Right.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how well mounted it is to each shore. If it was me, I'd like a bit more overlap.
Oh, like so it's not just hanging off this little edge.
Yeah. Okay, let's just see what happens
Let's
if
see
you try
if it works.
Drive.
Looks like they're happy with it.
Okay. Oh my God.
I'll show you.
Wow.
There's one named
we'll go
after
there.
you, Carl.
Dr. Carl's loop-de-loop. Oh my gosh.
Now this.
Okay, so straight away I can see there are no struts. So you need both the road surface and the struts to give you the strength. Otherwise you'll just go through the first one.
You know the first thing I notice? It says Dr. Carl down here in road.
Drive.
The Dr. Carl bit.
Oh, we jumped through the air. OMG.
There you go. But then we're gonna this bit. The car could get over it, but
it seemed to split in half.
there was a point here.
Can you put something straight up there? A reinforced road.
Oh, yeah.
Yeehaw. Oh, I like the way you're doing triangles, man. That's good.
Oh no, it's still gonna break, I think. So I can see it flashing. Damn. What?
There's something that we're not seeing.
Let's see if that does anything. No, we've like, it's not jumping. Oh, whoops, I didn't leave the space for it to go through. All right, that's not the answer.
Can we bypass the loop?
What about we do a mass deleting here?
Now, down at the bottom, see, bring that down.
Now, will it, maybe it will just, there we go.
Now, what about this guy?
Surely.
Did we do it?
We did it.
Man.
We did it.
By getting rid of everything.
Yeah, basically that was the
And what does it
solution.
mean, max stress 59.3? Is that referring to our mental state?
I would say mine's 100. I think that's inaccurate, actually.
So Dr. Karl,
Go.
this is your quap challenge.
Oh my God. Failed. No, haven't got it yet. Q is the right thighs and
There you go.
right. Oops. To push too far. I've got to move forward there. Okay, right. No.
As you got that anchor on the back.
I think.
I wish I had a tutorial for you. I'm trying to think. So like, but okay, not quite. Oh, is it like this?
And you got 1.9 too. Very good.
Third.
And
That's Q.
What do you just keep
That's
on hitting
W.
Q?
Sorry, Bryce, we're out of
W.
time.
What do you keep on hitting Q?
QW.
Q. Well, what did you just do? Q.
Can you pack up? Thanks, Bryce.
Bit of W and then Q. You know, like.
We're missing
Q,
something.
Bit of W.
We're missing something. We foolishly thought that Q and W were aligned to just flexion of each thigh, and there's more to it than that.